wise woman and the foolish girl. Once upon a time, in an African village nestled between rolling hills and forests, there lived a wise old woman. She was known throughout the land for her deep understanding of life, her reverence for God, and the wisdom she shared with anyone willing to listen. People often sought her guidance, but there was one girl in particular who came to her frequently, a young girl who was full of ambition and worldly desires. The girl, whom we'll call Mira, was bright, strong, and full of dreams. But her heart was consumed by a longing for wealth and status. She did not care much for the teachings of the old woman, believing that true success lay in material possessions, power, and fame. The wise woman, however, could see the potential within Mira and took it upon herself to guide her, knowing that a deeper understanding of life would help the young girl in the long run. One day, as Mira sat with the old woman under the shade of a great oak tree, she listened impatiently as the woman spoke of faith, humility, and reverence for God. "Seek not the treasures of the world, my child," the old woman said kindly. "True wealth is found in the Spirit. The more you seek God's wisdom and trust in His guidance, the more you will grow, not just in your heart, but in all areas of your life." Mira, though polite, was skeptical. She wanted gold. She wanted to be admired. She wanted to make her mark on the world in ways that others could see and praise. "But I want to be rich and powerful," she said. "And I believe that only by working hard and gaining wealth will I be happy." The wise woman smiled gently, though there was sadness in her eyes. "You must learn that not all treasures are material, my dear. The world will change you if you let it. The question is, will you allow it to take away your soul?" But Mira was undeterred. She nodded politely and went on her way, leaving the old woman behind. Years passed, and Mira grew into a beautiful and ambitious woman. She quickly made a name for herself in the village, building a fortune through clever trades and business deals. People admired her for her sharp mind and boldness. But as she rose in wealth, she also became more arrogant. Her heart hardened, and she began to lose touch with the wisdom the old woman had shared with her. She was no longer interested in spiritual matters. She was focused solely on her material success. But one day, her carefully constructed world began to unravel. A series of bad investments, followed by an unexpected betrayal from a business partner, caused her wealth to plummet. Mira watched in horror as everything she had worked for slipped through her fingers. Desperation took hold of her, and she realized how fragile her empire had been, built on vanity, pride, and the desire for recognition. In the midst of her despair, Mira remembered the wise old woman. Her words echoed in her mind. True wealth is found in the Spirit. Mira sought the woman out again, hoping for guidance. She found her sitting by the same oak tree, looking peaceful and serene, as though she had been waiting for Mira all along. With tears in her eyes, Mira knelt before the old woman. "I have lost everything, she confessed. "I was foolish. I thought wealth and success would bring me happiness, but now I see that I am empty inside. Please help me." The wise woman looked at her with compassion, then gently placed a hand on Mira's head. "You sought the world's riches, but you forgot the greatest treasure of all, the love and wisdom of God," she said softly. "The road to true success is not paved with gold or titles. It is paved with humility, faith, and a heart full of reverence for what is sacred. You must learn to trust in God's plan for you, and be patient, for his timing is perfect." Mira nodded, her heart opening to the truth of the wise woman's words. She spent the following months in prayer and reflection, slowly rebuilding her life, not in search of wealth, but in search of wisdom, kindness, and faith. She learned to treat others with compassion, to be humble in her successes, and to be patient in times of struggle. Her heart softened, and she grew closer to God, finding peace in the quiet moments of prayer and contemplation. As the years went on, Mira's life transformed. Though she never again sought wealth as her primary goal, her business began to thrive in ways she hadn't expected. People were drawn to her, not because of her riches, but because of her kindness, integrity, and wisdom. She had become a respected member of the village, not because of what she owned, but because of who she was. And so, Mira learned the greatest lesson of all, that true success comes not from worldly possessions, but from spiritual wisdom, faith, and humility. She had learned to trust in God's plan for her life, and in doing so, she found peace and fulfillment beyond anything she could have imagined. Moral of the story. The story teaches us that spiritual wisdom, humility, and faith are more important than material wealth or worldly success. While striving for success is natural, it is the reverence for God and the pursuit of wisdom that truly enriches the soul.
Thank you for watching. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime a new video is uploaded. And please don't forget, share and be a blessing to someone. God richly bless you. Shalom.